Morning. I am fresh faced, freshly washed. Today is a no makeup day, which is good for your skin to have a break every once in a while. But thank you for coming here. This is Dirty 30 Makeup, and my name is Veronica, and I can't wait to show you the makeup drawer that I have. I know so many of you are super excited and want to know what that is like. So, okay, here we go. All right, take it all in. Let's see if we can pull it out a little bit more. We've got a lot to look at. Okay, so why don't we go ahead and start over here because it's the smallest section. That's my bathroom door. I have to clean it. Okay, so before I start any look, I always start with Urban Decay's Quick Fix. Just a quick spritz all over my face, and that's sort of my first primer for sure. And then we start with Cover FX's Gripping Primer. I use this on my cheeks and on my forehead and on my chin. Then, depending on what kind of look we're going for, I've got these 4 different foundations. We have ColourPop, we have E.l.f, we have Ultra Fancy Lancome, we have, oh no, that's another primer. We'll talk about that one later. Oh, and then I definitely love to use the Maybelline Superstay Foundation Stick. I don't use it as foundation. I actually use it as a contour stick. Thank you to Glam Life Guru for showing me that awesome trick. And then I have one of my setting sprays. We have the Milani Make It Last. It really holds really well. I also have my other larger setting sprays back here. We've got the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. We have the Jeffree Star Morphe collab setting mist. This one's amazing. This one smells like strawberries and it's kind of amazing. Oh, and then touch-ups during the day. I love using this. This is my second favorite. My #1 best favorite is their orange and sage skin mist. But last time I was in Ulta, they said that that was discontinued, so that makes me a little bit sad. And back here, we have a couple different primers. We have the Morphe Eyelid Primer and the Morphe Foundation Primer. Personally, for me, I didn't particularly enjoy either one. I didn't like this eyelash primer because it didn't cancel out any of my veins or my discoloration, and it's kind of clear, and that's kind of beside the point. But I'm one of those people where it's like, if you spend money on it and I don't use it, I feel really guilty about it. So that's why I've hung on to it. And then I have this primer from them, which honestly, it didn't do anything really for me. It was really hydrating, but it didn't cover any of my pores and honestly, it really just kind of settled in on my lines and looked really disgusting. This is another primer from Lancome that I had bought when I bought this expensive guy. You know, God, I don't really like it. No, I love this foundation. I don't really care for the primer. Honestly, it's just as hydrating as this one, and almost, I mean, literally, it's 2 times the price of this one, and it's literally almost the same exact thing, and I didn't really enjoy that. And this is just your standard E.l.f. Poreless Primer, which I actually love using this on a no makeup day because it's blurring, and it's just really nice. And then, you know, we'll start back here. So these are all my assorted makeup sponges. This is the Jeffree Star collab with Morphe. Clearly, I need to wash that before it gets any worse. And then we have Coty Airspun, which I love underneath my eyes because anywhere else on my skin, it looks like I have a white cast. So I'm just really kind of make sure to keep it underneath the eyes. This has become my holy grail of bronzers. God, couldn't even think of that. This is my holy grail of bronzers. This one is in deep bronzer. I really enjoy it. It goes on really well. It's not patchy and it looks really natural, which I like. This one is one of my setting powders. This is the Sephora Beauty Amplifier. It's pretty much gone, and honestly, it's empty. I need to get rid of it. And then we have the E.l.f. HD powder. Clearly, it's well loved. I really enjoy it. This is my 4th time repurchasing this. I think it's a definite must keep. This is my Clinique cheek and blush pop. I've used this is a Rosy Pop, and I've had this for about a year now. I probably should throw it away, but I'm one of those people that has a really hard time throwing away makeup because it costs so much and it still works so good. And then what do we have back here? We have the Anastasia. This is her contour palette, her cream contour palette. Clearly you can tell that's well loved. I actually don't use this as a palette, as a contour palette. What I have been using it for lately is if I want to get a really sculptured, really high fashion brow, I'll use this one to kind of carve, and then I use this one to carve out my eyebrows, and this one to kind of highlight underneath below my underneath on my eyebrow bone. But this one I got at a really nice deal. I got this like at a TJ Maxx, so I don't feel that guilty that I don't use it for its intended use. So that goes there. What else do we have? Oh, that's just the cap. Let me see. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is another Morphe. This is one of their brow tours. Let's open this up. Clearly, it's been well loved. It needs to get thrown away. This was the bronzer. This is the highlighter. I think it's about time to go ahead and give that a toss. It's pretty much gone. I enjoyed it. I just felt like I went through it so fast. And then this is all of my liquid lips. We got Jeffree Star's gloss and Jeffree Star gloss, which honestly, I like it solo. I don't like putting it on top of other liquid lips or even really any type of lip pencil because it just pulls that color up. And it makes this really kind of gross, tacky feeling. So I really prefer to use this kind of on a naked lip. And it's pigmented enough so that way it's really nice. And then here we have all of my liquid lips. So these ones are my Anastasia of Beverly Hills. I'm sorry. This one is a Stila one in the color nude. And this one is also a Stila one. Haha, got that confused. My bad. So this is another Stila one. This one's glitter. I don't really care for this one only because it's not a nice mouthfeel. So I'll probably get rid of this one. But this one's nice. I think you have to have the right skin tone to make this really nice and shown up. But I enjoy it. These are all of my Morphe liquid lips. Clearly you can tell that I have a problem when it comes to liquid red lips. I have a hard time saying no. These are just other assorted ones that we'll probably get into later. This one I absolutely hate. It feels terrible. The color is off. Maybe I'll just gift it to somebody else, but for my skin tone, it just does not look good. Okay. So over here, this is my little bin of like lip pencils and eye pencils and eyebrow pencils and mascaras. This one is a travel size of the Bad Gal Bang Benefit eyeshadow, not eyeshadow. This is mascara. It's Bad Girl Bang. This is awesome. I enjoy it when I swipe it just a couple times on my eyelashes. They're beautiful. They're separated. The only problem I have with it is there's fallout after a while, and that kind of sucks. Clearly this is well loved. This is my in the Maybelline Age Rewind. This is the concealer that goes under your eyes. I clearly love that. And then these are all just my assorted lip pencils and eyebrow pencils. I've got more mascara here. I've got pen sharpeners and another cheek powder that was gifted to me. And then, oh, before we forget, my facial razors. I use these before every time that I apply makeup, it gets rid of all of my peach fuzz, all of my upper lip hair, all of the hair around my eyeshadow, around my eyebrows, and all of my chin hair. Like, look, it's 2019. It's time to get serious. We all have hairy faces, and this helps a lot. Okay, so back here, these are all my brushes. We have an assortment. I'm kind of going through a phase where I'm starting to sort of upgrade my brushes. So I'm slowly getting rid of all of my Real Techniques brushes. And these are all of my Jeffree Star brushes and a couple of more, lots of Morphe brushes. This brush is an amazing brush from E.l.f. to use for, like, if you're doing color contouring. I really, really enjoy it. It settles everything out easy. These are my large Morphe palettes. This is a cheek palette. It's a cheek palette. Oops, that's my hand. And then these two are my eyeshadow palettes from Morphe. One is the Artistry, and the other one is Boss Moods. And I enjoy them, but the problem is that they're pretty dang dusty. So I meant, like, look, I haven't used them in quite a while, and I can assure you it is still dusty. Like, it's pretty, see, I haven't used it in probably a month and a half, and look how dusty it is. Not dusty, but powdery. It's my only problem. But if you're getting started, I think it's a great, see, when I was getting started, I bought these, and I loved them. I loved them to death, and I think they're great for just beginning, but if you're trying to prevent fallout, I don't think that it's a good match. Okay, so almost done here. We have Morphe lashes. I'm one of those people that keeps the boxes because that's how I put away all my lashes. These are my highlighters that I use very, 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 very frequently. This is the Too Faced Candlelight Glow. One is in Warmth and one is in Rosy Glow. This is, oh, these are so good. These are the individuals from ColourPop with their collaboration with Becky G. These are the Vita ones. Let's pull those out. You know what? I kept them in the packaging because I think it's just so beautiful and gorgeous. And these are the Super Shocks. And those are just great little highlight. You know, you just kind of put them in and just dust it on the top of your like your brow bone or right on your lid or in an inner corner. I think they're just so beautiful, and they're you really have to test them out. Maybe we'll do a video where I test them out later. This is the Sauvage palette from Becky G and ColourPop. This has become my new favorite and must have. Let's open her up. Clearly, I love her a lot. Hi guys. This is also another palette from ColourPop. This is the Femme Rosa. This is the Karachi and the ColourPop collab. Oh, okay. So all of these, oof. All of these, the shimmer in them is so beautiful. And look at this packaging. How can you not just feel your femme self when you're putting this on? It's just, I love it. Now, if you're doing like a really, really rosy kind of look, this Creme de la Creme palette, this is a highlighter palette from ColourPop. These are all beautiful. Now, you can't really tell on camera, but all of these have got a ever so slight pink tint to them. And they're actually really, really fabulous. I just have to be really careful because if I heavy hand this, if a highlighter is too white on me, it just looks really dusty. So I have to be really, really careful. And this is the matching highlighter that goes with the Becky G collab. It's really pretty. It's just this really nice, pretty, kind of like a gold highlight. It's just really, really nice. And my little mini Shape Tape. Now, you guys are all gonna laugh at me. This is the first time trying Shape Tape. And I resisted trying this out for a really long time because $27 is pretty dang expensive. And I didn't want to try it, but they had this travel size for 10 bucks. And I tried it and I really, really love it a lot. And these are just some more assorted liquid lips that go with the Sauvage palette. They go with the Femme palette. This is a different ultra blotted lip from ColourPop. More face shavers. Oh, and this is the Naked Cherry. You know, I don't really care for a lot of the Nakeds palettes, but gosh, this cherry one, God, I love it. I got it last February, and I have never not used it. I've used it so many times, but I just like all of the colors. They all blend well. And you know what? Like, I am just a really rosy chick, and I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so these little Becca mini highlighters. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have re-bought these little mini ones at least 3 or 4 times. At this point, I probably should just buy a full-size one, but this one is the Moonstone. Moonstone has become my ultimate favorite, and it doesn't look like super dusty on me. But, oh, okay, so clearly I need to put everything back where she belongs, but thank you so much for tuning in and staying with me and kind of just vibing with me trying to figure out this whole first video. I love you.